Paris on the beat.
Majugani kiu, kona luangani kiu. Majugani kiu.
Ko parano ko de ki speech bakanda. Taban kin bi web tani chewat ko babel buket bas ba big mane do perform event the manikar. But it chaba the room happen until Bajaban celebration today and now we bagang big. So speech bagam to English to it baga fashion na choga ma katani sagaloko arun barko the pay. Kachiru lo it chen jaga chaka so I need to talk about it. So I want you to be very fashion. Nalato can book it 12 songs or about. So whatever the song you want, now tini bichu mode for the government speech. You may have your seat. And then when I'm done, you will come back. Go back from work. Silence, please. First of all, let us observe a moment of silence in honor of a great man, Achuei Deng Ajiing. He was more than a supporter, he was a filler in my music journey. His encouragement, belief, and guidance gave me the strength of continue even when the road was not easy. I will always remain grateful for the role he had played in shaping me. Let us stand up. Jadkur, kayan ngode bidiaw yi ko yan bugwa mol aya kudiar ke ai to ne ban kwan ni jog. Thank you so much for Good morning, distinguished guests, respected elders, leaders, family, friends, my fam, and my beloved people of South Sudan. Today, as we gather here at such a garden, my heart is full of gratitude. I stand before you not just as an artist, but as a doctor of Warab State, Bangladesh, and South Sudan as a whole. I stand before you as a proud child of this great nation and as a servant of culture, music, and humanity. My name is Achuei Deng Ajiing. Many of you know me as Achuei Deng, and some call me the Queen of Afrobeats. But before the titles, before the stage lights, before the applause, I was simply a young girl with a dream. I was born to my late father, LT Colonel William Deng Ajiing, an SPLA soldier and medical assistant. And my strong and loving mother, Mama Jack Sultan Lino Ogoria. I am the firstborn in a family of 7 children. From a young age, responsibility was placed on my shoulders, and leadership was not a choice, it was a call. Before I became who I am today, there were ups and downs in my journey. In 2021, only 11 days after South Sudan gained independence, I lost my beloved father. That was the shocking moment in my life. I was still a child, but pain made me grow up quickly. I left school for some time because the grade was too heavy, but in 2012, I returned. I told myself that my father's death would not be the end of my story. It would be the beginning of my strength. Music was always inside me. I inherited it from my mother, who sang traditional songs, work done. As a young girl, songs would come to me in my dreams. I would wake up with melodies in my head and lyrics in my heart. But I was afraid, in Jain culture, it was not easy for a young girl to say, I want to become a musician. In 2014, before we moved to Juba, I made the boldest decision of my life with no money. I saved the small coins whenever my mother sent me to the market. I saved the balance until I collected 300,000 SSP. I recorded my first song, Peirel. I think many of you know that song. That song changed everything. Juba began to sing my voice. But success did not come easily. When my mother first heard my song played in public, she was angry. I was beaten. I was arrested for 3 days at Malakia police station. I even reached a point of a deep despair to attempt suicide, but God saved me. My family later accepted my calling, and my mother became my strongest supporter. In 2015, after completing my primary 8, I returned to music in full. I released Ajiing did, and through the spiritual blessing of the late Achuei Deng, popularly known as Ajiing did, I was given the name Achuei Deng Ajiing. I then released Tweet by Edit, honoring our great leaders and our roots. I dedicate another song to the great people of Mading Awul. The people impressed me. I knew my music was bigger than entertainment. It was identity. While studying at Juba Day Secondary School, I was already performing across the country. My song Tiomda Pinjinu was dedicated to orphans, widows, and children of fallen heroes. I've always believed that music must speak for the voiceless. In 2016, I hosted my first sold-out show at South Sudan Hotel, Buluk. In 2017, after completing secondary school, I chose not to join university immediately because my family needed me. As the firstborn of a fallen soldier, I became the provider. I recollected my family to Juba, supported my siblings' education, and bought my first car that same year. In 2018, you, the people, crowned me the Queen of Afrobeats. That title did not come from me. It came from your love. Thank you so much for that love. In 2019, I launched Blue Light Passion Boutique. I toured Australia for 3 months. My first international tour to the West. I had already performed in Nairobi, Kampala, Cairo, and other cities. In 2022, I toured the United States, performing in Arizona and many other states. From Europe to the world, God is faithful. I couldn't believe I did it. But success is not only about the stages. After returning from the US, I donated the boreholes to many places, including Rubek National Secondary School in Lake State, as a gift to the school that educated most of the leaders in South Sudan. In 2020, I built my first house in Europe. I also built a small school in my village. In 2021, I built another house in Juba for my mother and family. In 2024, I founded Other Enterprises Company Limited. In 2025, I opened my own music studio. I wanted to create opportunities not only for myself, but for the next generation. Throughout my career, I have sung for Tweet Mayadit, Awil, Tony, Fugirti, Jongale, Rumbek, Irul, Labiay, Gobrial, Bargozal, and many more communities. These communities throughout my journey show me extraordinary love. Thank you all. I have sung love songs, wedding songs, inspirational songs, and songs of unity. I stopped responding to negativity with this music because growth is greater than rebellion. My journey has not been easy. I have faced bullying, creativity, impersonation, and temptation, but every insult made me stronger. Every fall taught me to rise higher. I thank all who have supported my music journey financially, morally, and in one way or another. You are the reason why I reached 10 years doing music. It is your achievement, and we must be proud of it. To the young girls watching me, being a woman is not a weakness, it is power. If I could rise from fear and rejection to this stage tonight, you can rise too. To my siblings, I carry you in my heart. Some of you are in university now, some are in secondary school, some are in primary school. Your success is my greatest reward. I promise to always be there for you until you complete your education, and mine will be after I have made sure you all wear graduation gowns. To my mother, thank you for finally believing in me. I reached here because of you. To my late father, wherever you are, your legacy lives through me. Wherever you are watching, I dedicate this achievement to you. I thank my beloved husband, Olwega God Jr. He has been my greatest supporter from the days we were dating to this very moment. From the time we got married, he has never said no to anything related to my music. Instead, he continues to stand by me, encourage me, and believe in my dreams. His unwavering support, love, and understanding has given me the confidence to grow in my career. He's not only an amazing husband, but also a true partner and filler in my journey. I thank God for blessing me with such a wonderful man. And I'm deeply grateful to share my life and dream with him. I love you so much, baby. I would like to thank my fellow South Sudanese artists who are here to support me. I'm not forgetting Dr. Joseph Chameleon, who traveled all the way from Uganda for this amazing show. Your support means a lot to me. I'm not forgetting the organizing committee and whoever contributed to the success of this event. Above all, I thank God. Without him, I'm nothing. As I celebrate over 10 years in the music industry, I know this is not the end. It is only the beginning of a greater chapter, nurturing young talents, expanding globally, and continuing humanitarian work. As I'm ending my speech, I would also like to make a humble appeal to the government of South Sudan to recognize and support artists in our country. Artists are not just singers or entertainers, they are professionals, role models, and potential leaders who contribute greatly to our society. Through music and art, we educate, inspire, promote peace, and represent our nation beyond its borders. We deserve recognition and meaningful support. I call upon the Ministry of Information, together with the National Communications Authority, the Media Authority, and the South Sudan Artists Union to urgently address the issue of monetization. Many South Sudanese artists create music and content that reach thousands of people, yet they are unable to gain revenue from platforms like YouTube and other social media channels because our country is not fully monetized. Enabling monetization would be one of the greatest support the government can provide to the creative industry. Supporting artists is not a favor, it is an investment in the cultural, economic and social development of South Sudan. My message to every dreamer is simple: never give up. Pain is not permanent, rejection is not the end. If you stop, you will never reach your destination. Trust God, work hard, stay focused, surround yourself with positive people and ignore the noise. Thank you so much for your attention.